Right, what's up guys, we're back again. As you saw in the last video, I kind of ran out a bit of talent, so we've got a new bumper because I've destroyed mine. It's on the shelf there in a million pieces. I'll try my hand one day at fixing it. But yeah, today basically what we're going to do is we're going to get this brand new bumper on, we're going to unwrap it, get it out. This is sold by Fury. This is one of the cheaper bumpers that we stock. We've got like basically throwaway drift kits, and we've got like high-end sort of show kits that fit perfectly. This one will need a bit of trimming, a bit of flexing, but it'll be fine. And then yeah, the other thing we're going to get to is the bonnet. So Julian's been helping us make a carbon hood scoop, because obviously I had to cut a hole for the engine to clear. So we've just basically made an add-on scoop that we're going to build little brackets with bolts and nuts. And then basically if it gets too hot, we can just pull it off and have like open bonnet in a sense. But yeah, for Drift City, you know, we don't want open holes and things, so that's going to go on. And then yeah, once that's done, we're going to have to polish everything, or we might wrap it, depends on time. I'm aiming to get the car wrapped completely one color for the first time in its life in a long time for Drift City. So hopefully, yeah, it's time to prep. The 24th is like 2 weeks away, or a week and a half or something. So yeah, we've got to get the car ready. Let's go.
New toys.
Cool, man. Yeah.
You need some help? Can I go on camera to help you?
Yeah, you want?
No.
I don't mind having the famous face in the video. No problem.
Oh, that's my dad. I'm just fake.
Your dad's the famous.
Yeah, he's the famous one.
My dad's only famous for pointing me out.
What are you spending your money on again?
On the grandstands.
You're right. Well, Drift City doesn't mean any of that.
Yeah, it's very loud. Right, freshie. Right, always nice to see some fresh air.
You want to get stuff in for the E36s, like the same type of lip? Yeah, so there's a kit you get that's just like the extensions bolted on.
Yes.
The stock bumpers. Get that.
Oh, this is nice.
Get that JDM line.
But I know it's up there.
Okay, so it should be really quick. I think that needs to just be bent back.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt when you can work in your own car.
Yeah, okay, so this line there. That has to clip in here. Okay, that's what I mean by massaging. Some work you do before it goes for wrapping. See, so like you see, this side is out. These bumpers always need a bit more work, the black ones. You can see their mold is skew here. So that'll have to be pulled in and trimmed. Yeah, might as well, just so I can kind of line everything up. See why there was a big hole cut in there. Lift up, 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 up. Okay, not too much. Light that was damaged in the accident. Sergeant. Bend that frame a bit. Don't do this at home. bit more gear we've got. So for MSA rules, or FI as well, there's certain parameters on the angle of your seat belts to prevent your spine from compressing in an accident. So since we don't have a roll cage, normally that's built into the roll cage, basically a bar behind the seat where the belt goes straight through the seats, over the bar and then down. So the belt is always pulling back and not down. This basically replaces that if you don't have the roll cage bar. This is basically a piece that goes in. It's a U-shaped bar. It's difficult to get out of here. It doesn't want to be installed. Okay, so it's a U-shaped bar. It comes with all the hardware and 2 support bars. So basically these bolt up into where the seat belts would bolt in, behind the seats. So it hangs around like that. And then there's 2 support bars that go down, so your belts run over this basically. You won't have that issue. So just to appease the rule makers at Drift City, we're going to put one in to make sure. The last thing we have to do is build a small firewall back of the car. Since we have a surge tank, a fuel surge tank in the boot. Okay. The hardware, 2 support bars. Everything is taped really tight. Okay. Yeah, it's the support bar with the rose joints. Another one, so it's also height adjustable depending on how tall your seat is. And then let's check, there should be 2 plates. Oh yeah, the plates, okay. Yep, there's the 2 plates. That's 1, 2. See, so basically your seat is here, the seat back, your belts run through the seat, through here, and then down. So the belt is always pulling back and never down if you're in an accident or have any kind of issue. Alright, these are the brackets, here's all the bolts. So these basically go in like this. That can adjust. It is kind of a universal part, but it is made for S13s. But we've had people fit them in Hondas, in S14s, and BMs. Because most cars are kind of the same width in the cabin. And because these are adjustable, you can also make your own brackets to fit well on here and then fit the harness bar in. So yeah, we'll be fitting that. Nice red color to match the car. We have them in red, black and silver, I think. So yeah, this will be the next part. This is less of an upgrade and more of a safety thing. It does add a bit of rigidity to the cabin of the car. But yeah, I don't think it's anything you'll notice. The main thing is it's a safety upgrade. Ooh, Goku's on the car. Goku's upset. Alright guys, so it's day 2 of Drift City prep. Things have been going pretty well. Luckily since I put in the VQ I haven't... Ooh, it's dust. Sorry, some dust on the screen. Yeah, so basically we've done a lot of prep for Drift City. We've done a lot of suspension changes and things like that. We're going to try and lower the car as well. And then another upgrade we've done, well, it's not really an upgrade, it's something I should have done a long time ago, is the harness bar. So yeah, as you saw in the previous clip, we unboxed it. There it's fitted. I couldn't get too much video of it fitting it in because it is a little tight in there, so it's not easy to film, and it's quite dark, so you know, it wasn't really worth it too much. But yeah, everything's in. It's basically just a bar to keep the angle of your belt straight, so that if you're in an accident, the belts pull forward, they just pull you against the seat, they don't pull down and compress your spine. So that's the reason for this. It's built for S13s. It is actually a semi-universal part based on the size. Those little brackets adjust left and right, so you can actually change, you know, what car. The support bars also change, so you can change the angle depending on your height and the height of the seat and everything. But yeah, so that was a big thing for Drift City. They wanted a harness bar because it's like FIA regulations. And then another thing we're building is they normally have an issue with our little surge tank, because there's nothing between the surge tank in here and the driver. Obviously I've put this cover over it just in case there's a leak, so it catches it in here and not in the whole car. I'm busy building, we've done cardboard cutouts of a plate, aluminium plate, to fit there and fit here, so when you close the boot, we'll basically seal off the whole boot. So we're technically building firewalls basically. So those are currently being bent up for us, so we can just kind of bolt them in. It is kind of a lot to go through for one event, but to get the car you know, fully under MSA regulations and not have problems, it is kind of worth it. So yeah, other updates we've done, I'm busy with the bonnet. Unfortunately we had a bit of the clear come off when Julian was busy making our cover for the top here, but I'm busy doing tabs. Basically we're going to bolt these down and have riv nuts in here, so I can bolt and unbolt the cover whenever I need to. So that's kind of the idea there. I've had to just clearance this because the engine is so tall. I really should have put a bit more time into lowering the engine in the subframe. I was under a time crunch at that time, getting ready for Drift City, and here we are again in a time crunch. So yeah, but eventually, I mean, it works, everything fits nicely, everything's easy to get to. So yeah, I'm not really too worried about that. We have added bonnet quick releases as well, because I've had to get rid of the cable lock. Basically because of the accident, this all pushed over slightly, so nothing was lining up. Even though we've repaired it, it's still quite close, as you can see. You know, it's not perfect, I'm not a body guy, so I was kind of learning as I went. So yeah, today is just basically fitting that on. We'll take you through that, and then the bumper needs to go on, and then she's finally going to be one color again. So yeah, obviously that's a bit of a surprise, but we'll keep you updated on that. So yeah, let's get into putting on the bonnet scoop. Okay, so halfway through prep, bonnet's done, tabs are made, covers on. bonnet locks are in. I've taken this fender off just to fix the edge, the back edge of the fender is all damaged, so we've got that over there busy drying. Now we're going to tackle hanging rear bumper. This was dragging on the ground last session, so that is not Ayoba. We're going to fix that. I just need to pull this off, put a new rib nut in here, put another bolt in with a washer, and we should be good to go. Body panels off. As you can see, there's a lot of marks from previous colors and events and tires. So what I'm doing is just sanding this, basically giving it a good buff, just to take off the rough edges, just so when they wrap it, they've got something flat to stick onto and not, you know, all the stuff you'll see this right underneath the wrap. So best to make everything smooth and give them a clean surface. Okay, so it's the end of today's video, or today's part of the video. Yeah, body panels are prepped, everything's ready. You can see I'm a bit worse for wear, but I'm alright. So yeah, we've got all the rubber and all the external rubbish off the body panels. So yeah, they're nice and clean. I'm hoping this helps the wrap. You know, I don't always know. I think unpainted panels sometimes can be a problem for wrapping. But yeah, they are smooth, they are clean, you know, still, like I said, not perfect. There's still cracks and things here and there that we need to repair. But for Drift City for this weekend, I think it's as good as it's going to get. So tomorrow morning, first thing, we're going to fit everything back. We're going to fit the front bumper, and then the car's going to go straight from there. Yeah, off to Ridwan. Ridwan's going to sort it out. I think it's Ridwan Sign Wraps or something like that is the business's name. I'll get the right name. And I'll plug him. Thanks Ridwan for helping us. He does Paige's car. He does a really good job on Paige's car. Really quick and efficient as well. So I'm hoping, you know, he can save us a bit with Drift City. Obviously, I don't know if we'll get the full livery correct with all the colors and stuff that we want to do. It is a big ask so close to an event, but hopefully, you know, we can make a plan. But yeah, so catch you tomorrow. Kilowatts? Torque. Alright, so we're doing a bumper support. These black bumpers aren't the best for lining up with the rest of the kit. So basically we're gonna kind of weld the blank off here for the fitting for a quick release. And then basically I gotta trim this off here and weld this to the frame, so then this will be a support out for the bumper. Okay, so we've got half of our firewall. I've made little slots. That's the front half. This is the rear. So basically, because we have a fuel surge tank in the boot, I've had to make this little firewall contraption just to kind of seal off the boot from the cockpit. According to MSA rules, you should have all of this. So yeah, Andrew's car, like the whole back of the car, is basically sealed here. This car we're doing it a bit different because it is still a street car. So yeah, I've just done this to appease them, to seal off the tank. I've even put the tank in a cover in case there's a leak. So yeah, this is a safety thing. You know, it's good to have a firewall in the car if you do have a fuel system inside the actual cockpit. Anything goes wrong, there's at least a barrier between the hot stuff and you. So yeah, so that's done. The whole body kit has been fitted. The harness bar has been fitted. We've got FIA bolts in the car. And yeah, the biggest upgrade is probably the front end. So yeah, Julian managed to sort of finish the scoop. So I've built tabs for it already. You've seen that in the time lapse. So that's basically finished. We had to clearance this just to let the bonnet go all the way down. Fitment is not exactly perfect. There's a few things we're going to have to fix after Drift City. But obviously we're a bit close on time now. So, but yeah, all in all, the car's complete. The wing is off for now, so it can go for the wrap. And then yeah, we'll probably hopefully get the car back kind of Friday, and then we'll have time to just do final prep before Sunday. Yeah, so as it stands, at least it's ready to go. We can drive it in this condition. We just got to bolt in those rear firewalls and job done. Okay, so we're here at Ridderwan Science, R1 Science, that's the name I couldn't remember. Yeah, car is in the shop, body panels are off, guys are busy getting ready to wrap. I haven't actually seen the colors or the livery properly. Ooh, dirty. Okay, yeah, I haven't seen anything properly, but anyway, we'll check when Ridderwan gets here, then we can go through the design. Yeah, so when we were loading the car on the tow truck, there was a bit of a problem. Basically the wood that we used to lift the wheels, I think, came out and the car fell on the bumper basically, so it's ripped the bumper. So we are going to repair this today with some fiberglass. All I've done is basically screw in a piece of wood on the back, and then we're going to do our repairs from the back of the bumper basically. Yeah, so here we have our repair. I'm just holding there. So yeah, this is the first time I've done this. But yeah, fiberglass is not the most difficult thing in the world when it comes to repairs. When it comes to molding and making parts, it's a very different story. But yeah, hopefully the repair holds. Basically going to wait for it to dry now. Once it's dry, we'll flip the bumper over, sand down the front end of it, just sand down the crack a little bit, and then put body filler on. And once that's done, let it dry, sand it down, give it a light coat of paint, and then they can wrap. Got our crack repaired. You can see the resin poking through here. So basically now we're just going to sand this all down. It would be good to put like a layer over this side as well, but we want to try and keep it as smooth as possible. It's quite a thick layer on the back and on the bottom here, so we're just going to sand this all smooth, put some body filler on it, give it a quick coat of paint, let it dry, and then yeah, it's ready for wrapping. Alright, so we have our body filler on. It's a bit like ice cream. Yeah, it's waiting for that to dry. I couldn't film putting that on because I had to work very quickly, and the GoPro battery is going to die. But yeah, basically now final parts are going to be to sand this down, just give it a quick coat of paint, and then yeah, once that's done we can carry on wrapping everything. Okay, so with the limited tools I've got on site, we managed to get that quite smooth. So yeah, body fill is done, crack repair is done. So I just need the African sun to warm him up and dry it out. Then we're gonna wipe it down with some acetone or some alcohol and give it a spray paint. So yeah, almost done. It's about 2 hours now, so not too bad. Alright, so we are on our way this morning, early Saturday morning, a day before the event. We're gonna go pick up the car from wrapping. So yeah, very excited. Jason did a great job with delivery and the designs. So early. And then yeah, Red Wine at R1 Signs has wrapped the car. So yeah, I'm excited to see it. It should come out good. I know the front bumper doesn't align the best, but I mean, it's fine, it's a drift car. But yeah, super excited to see the car, how the livery came out. Because I've seen it on a picture, but you know, pictures don't do it justice. So we're gonna see it together. Right, so here's the new livery. Hopefully everyone likes it. Okay, this side is mirrored, so it might look a bit weird. But yeah, we've got chrome gold, black outline, drifting fury, and then the glass red. We wanted to do a metallic red, like a proper shiny. But the time was a bit close and nobody really had stock in Cape Town, so it's not more red like that. But yeah, at least on the glass it pops quite nicely. I think in the sun it will look very good. Hopefully we have sun tomorrow. But yeah, enjoy the car.